Serenity Funeral Home. We are a family-owned and operated funeral home where we offer complete personalized funeral services, leading our community in funeral and cremation services. Make an appointment for your pre-need and at-need arrangements by calling us at 702-647-0123. Once again, that number is 702-647-0123. Serenity Funeral Home, caring for your loved ones as if they're our own.
Chico Sticks, Pickles, Jolly Ranchers, Mary Jane's, Pop Rocks, Lemon Heads. Should I go on? Bitter Honey, Freeze Cups, Candy Cigarettes. Listen. How about you make your way down to the modern-day Candy Lady and see all of this and more? Satisfy that sweet tooth Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. at Sight and Sound Candy and more. Follow us on IG at Sight and Sound Candy and on Facebook at Sight and Sound Candy. We are located at 1000 North Martin Luther King on the corner of Washington and MLK. Give us a call, 702-648-4444. Again, that number, 702-648-4444. Thank you.
Broadcasting live from downtown Las Vegas, you're tuned in to Gorilla Cross Radio.
Yo, you tuned in to Gorilla Cross Radio.
Good afternoon, and welcome to the Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio Show. I'm solo today. Solo dolo. But we're going to get through it. Dre and Goose and Sherm have other commitments, so I came in and did the show by myself. But it'll be all NFL preview along with some other stuff. And hope you guys enjoy the show. Please follow us on our all of our social media platforms and tune into the show. And we'll get started in a minute. Call in whenever you feel like you want to call and talk about your football team or anything else. That number is 702-608-3259 at the top of the hour at 3 o'clock. Not before. Armando and whoever else.
Mainly Armando.
Yeah. But how was your week, Quan?
My week was good, man. Just working.
Yeah. No OT for me, so that's why I'm here. If we had OT, I'd probably be doing it, but we had none this weekend, so I can come do the show.
They did not offer you to be security for Life is Beautiful?
I don't want
I
to.
think you get a Metro badge, like an honorary badge. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't want to. That's, I don't know if they talk their security guards up to being, harsher than Metro cops, but they are ridiculous. You can't turn here. All right, bro?
Bro, they're ridiculous. You've been on the job 2 days, guys. Settle down.
Yeah. Like you said, get some Metro apps, and every time they get there, hey, man, fill one of these out.
I think we should do that anytime anyone tries to act like a cop. Just give them a Metro Police Department application.
Man, calm down, bro. It's only for a few days, and you out of here.
Yeah.
Shucks.
Go back to the unemployment line after that.
Yeah, whatever, Jack in the Box or, whatever. But, this is first week of NFL coming up tomorrow, and should be pretty exciting season. Some injuries. We have, some new starting quarterbacks in certain different places. So we're gonna dive into it. Go division by division. We're gonna give our predictions. We're gonna give our predictions for the division, for the AFC and the NFC, and give some. We're gonna give some We're going to go over the scores and for the top 25 college football, and we'll do our picks for tomorrow's games. So should be a pretty good show. But
how you feeling doing a solo show? This is your first solo show, right, Bill?
My first solo show. It's kind of different, because there's no other feedback from anybody else other than, you usually have, feedback from other guys. But, it's the first one, a little virgin.
Virgin.
A little virgin. But, yeah, we get through it. Yeah. So we'll start off in the NFL. We'll go division by division. I think we'll start in the NFC West. Well, we had a game. We had a team play from the NFC one Thursday night. The LA Rams.
49ers have the best record in that division right now.
Yeah, right now. Right now. Right now. But Buffalo ended up winning the game. Looked pretty good. Looked pretty convincing. Looked like their campaign is going to be okay this week. I mean, this season, barring injuries. And they beat the LA Rams, 31-10. I'm not going to give up on the Rams right away because last year it was pretty much the same because they didn't really play good in spurts during the season. But they got hot at the end of the year, played good, got to the Super Bowl and won. So, for all those people who, kind of writing them off a little bit, calm down. They'll be okay. They'll be okay. And, they got a new receiver that they got to get, Allen Robinson, they got to get him into the fold a little bit, But Cooper Kupp left off where he, as he did last year, as one of the guys who's always open. He's always open. I played receiver too. I thought I was always open too. Just didn't have a quarterback to throw the ball to me like that. But Rams still got some things they got to figure out as far as who's going to be their load carrier in the backfield. Matt Stafford has to, take care of the ball a little bit better than he did Thursday night. And that's the key to the game, really. I mean, Josh Allen threw some picks. I think he threw 1 or 2 picks, but, it still didn't hurt them, because they looked the more dominant team that night. So, but the NFC West, as we get to this conference here, the NFC West, you have Arizona, San Francisco, Seattle, and the Rams, who are 0-1. They're at the bottom of the list right now. Actually, Quan, no. Arizona is the best team in that division right now.
Because their name starts with an A?
Yes. They start with an A. So they're leading the division right now. So we'll talk about the NFC West. I think the San Francisco 49ers should win that division. The Rams should, come up, second in that division. Arizona third, with Seattle holding up the rear because of their quarterback situation. But I do think the 49ers overall team is better than the Rams. That's just me.
I think it comes to health. I don't think Rams are going to be healthy this year. I don't know. I don't think Stafford's healthy, and I don't think he's going to be healthy all year.
Right.
Because if you're not healthy right now in week 1, and it's an elbow, like that's not going to get better.
No.
You're not getting better.
No.
Even a 1 bye week's not going to help you out. So I think that's going to actually hurt them. I think he's going to get worse. I don't know. I see them having a down year, which is going to be one of the surprise teams that's not going to do as good as everyone thinks. But we'll see.
Yeah.
But they did get blown out at home.
Yeah.
People do overreact on week 1 of NFL all the time.
They had some bad games last year too.
Definitely.
And ended up winning the division and going to the Super Bowl. So, it's early still, but they still got some questions that need to be.
But that Stafford
answered.
injury, I think, is a lot worse than they're actually saying, and that's not something that goes away.
No,
especially when you're throwing the ball and getting hit.
No. So I think the 49ers are the one that will win that division. My personal opinion. I think the Rams will get it together by the end of the season, even if Stafford cannot have a major injury and end up not playing some games, and they should still be the second best team in that division. Seattle, they're going to be hurting. Their quarterback situation is just what's going to be their downfall.
Yep.
Their run game could be the little bright spot, Rashad Penny, but I don't think that'll be enough to do anything in that division other than come up last.
Yeah, not in that division. I mean, I think all 3 top teams above them would have to have significant injuries for them to even have a chance. But I think this is a year, get a good draft pick, focus on that.
Yeah.
Because you obviously need a quarterback for the future. Neither of these guys are on. I honestly don't know if either of these guys are going to be the quarterback at the end of the year for this team.
Right. I'm surprised, and you guys signed Jimmy G back, but I'm surprised that they did not make a move to get Jimmy G on that team.
And I wonder if they tried, and 49ers we're not trading in the division. I think that's a possibility.
That could have been.
Why help them out? Jimmy G knows our whole playbook. Why give that to them? I don't know, but during that preseason game, everybody was holding up Jimmy G signs in Seattle.
Man, that was just so disrespectful to Geno Smith.
That was disrespectful in Seattle itself. You guys were so great. You hate the Niners. Now you want our quarterback. 7 months later, a little weird.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, wow.
Some weirdo stuff going on in those stands.
Yeah, but you didn't get him, so you're gonna have to deal with Geno and maybe Drew Lock. Make the best of it.
Rough.
Arizona, they'll probably start out the year hot like they usually did the last 2 years, and then tail off, mid-season, end of the season. Maybe teeter on that, getting that wild card somewhere. Kyler Murray got his money, so a lot is going to be expected of him. So we'll see. I think they're the third best team in that division. They could end up second. If the Rams, like you said, if the Rams end up having injuries with Stafford and not really having a backup plan for Stafford.
And I think people forget last year how good they were to start the season, because I think they might have started 9-1 or something crazy like that, and then just had a downfall. So the talent's there. I think Kyler Murray, you're going to have to see him emerge. If he's a superstar player, you're going to have to see that emergence this year, because we've seen a lot of signs of it. I mean, he's a really good quarterback, but is he a star? Is he, people compared him to Russell Wilson for so long. Is he that type of player?
Yeah.
They could actually lead the team to the Super Bowl. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. But like I said, they can end up being the second best team in that division if they get off to a good start and sustain, their play, down the stretch. But they definitely have talent on the team. They got a good running game. DeAndre Hopkins is out for 6 weeks.
6 weeks.
Then Rondale Moore, now he has a hamstring injury.
Yeah.
So I guess Zach Ertz and AJ Green will be his main targets. Good luck with that.
Yeah.
So let's move over to the South, the NFC South. You got Atlanta, you have New Orleans, Tampa Bay, and you got Carolina. So I'm going to start with Atlanta first. Atlanta, with Mariota. They got a new look at quarterback. I think they're going to be. I don't think they're going to be as bad as everybody think they're going to be. I think they're going to be pretty decent. They still won't make a playoffs, but I think they'll be pretty decent as far as being competitive and winning some games. Possibly 7 wins.
7, all right.
Yeah, possibly 7 wins.
I don't know if you watched Straight Bet Sports with Jose V on Wednesday, but he picked them to win the division.
Did he?
Yeah. And so I was, I had to go out in the parking lot and canvass the whole area because I didn't know if he stepped on a syringe before.
Yeah.
He came in the studio, maybe got a little heroin system, got a little high.
Got a little high. Wow. That's going out on the limb.
Yeah, they're not winning that division.
Yeah, they're not winning that division. That division is still between Tampa Bay and New Orleans. New Orleans, could sneak up and win the division. Jameis, I hope he can stay injury free this year, so we can see what he can do a full season, and if he can really, really protect the ball like he needs to as a quarterback. Tampa Bay is going to be Tampa Bay. They still got some injuries to the receiving core that they got. I'm sure to get better down the stretch, but Tampa Bay and New Orleans are going to be the class in that division. Carolina, Baker Mayfield.
Listen, if he's healthy, I liked him last year. I think he should have sat out when he was hurt. He was trying to do a good thing for the team and not. I think he was overrated, and after last year, now he's underrated. Mm-hmm. He was overrated before, now he's underrated. So, but McCaffrey, I don't see McCaffrey playing a full season. People were picking him first in fantasy again. I'm not sure why they were doing that because I don't think he'll play much this year, to be honest. He gets hurt all the time now. He's not what he used to be. So they have a chance. Carolina and New Orleans have a chance to be surprise teams in the league this year. I think those are two teams that I would look at that could actually do stuff that we weren't really expecting.
Yeah.
And New Orleans, especially, not knowing what's up with their quarterback situation ever since Drew Brees left the last couple years, and then Sean Payton not being there anymore. You got a new coach. It's kind of up in the air. People aren't expecting them to do much, but they still have talent. It's still a good squad. So I think they could surprise and possibly win that division with Tampa Bay kind of, being a little hurt. Yeah. It's not the same team they were last year.
No, they're not.
Tom Brady came back like, maybe I shouldn't have. Mm-hmm. He might regret not coming out of retirement.
Yeah, this could probably be,
he's going through marriage problems too. I'm hearing now. It's
wow.
Maybe she didn't want him to come back.
I don't
Maybe
think she
did. Thought he was retired, and all of a sudden she gets a ESPN alert on her phone.
He just can't give it up.
Yeah.
He still wants the fame. I mean, you got enough fame. I mean,
you got everything. There's nothing else to prove at all.
Yeah, there's nothing else for you to prove, but I guess
But maybe he went home and maybe she was nagging the whole time. He's like, I'm going back to play football.
That could be. I don't care what you say. I'm going back to play. So, I mean, this could probably be Tampa Bay's worst season with him. Maybe 9 wins.
I mean, I think it definitely will.
Yeah.
I think it definitely will.
Maybe 9 wins. Just because you have Tom, they can get you 9 wins, But it's definitely it'll be out of to Tampa Bay and New Orleans to win that division. Atlanta might sneak up and challenge a little bit, but it's still out of NO and TB.
Yeah, I still think Atlanta is the worst team in that division.
Yeah.
Even behind Carolina.
And go back to Carolina. And, when Christian McCaffrey got his money, a lot of people was happy for him. And everybody should be happy when these players get paid,
Especially because he earned it up to that point.
Yeah, he earned it. But ever since he signed that contract, how many games has he played under that contract?
Maybe a full season?
Maybe.
Altogether?
Maybe.
Yeah,
so he hasn't really lived up to that contract. I mean, he earned it, but he hasn't lived up to it.
And that's why when running backs complain about not getting paid, it's kind of hard because we see running backs don't have a long shelf life.
No.
And it's sad that they don't, but it's just it's the truth. Sometimes you just have to look at the facts and see. Like, we can't pay a running back a 5-year, $200 million contract, $100 million contract, any kind of. For what?
Yeah.
Like, you play your rookie deal and you're almost done as a running back. Like, to be honest.
Yeah. You're not going to see. I think Adrian Peterson might be the last dying breed of a running back that plays 10, 12 years. At a certain level to where he can be considered one of the best running backs to ever play the game. I mean, he's. Frank Gore was there too, but with these other running backs, and the injuries that they get, I mean, even Dalvin Cook, you look at Dalvin Cook, same thing, you look at Ezekiel Elliott. Zeke has one thing about him. He, since he signed his contract, he hasn't missed that many games.
Yeah, he hasn't missed games.
Yeah,
he just hasn't been performing the same way.
Yeah, his performances hasn't been, like his rookie year, but, he's there every game.
Yeah.
That's why Jerry says everything starts with him. I gave you this money, so we're going to, everything starts with you. Hopefully he can have a good season this year. It's me being a Cowboy fan. We need that bell cow, to be able to control the game again, so we'll see.
Do you think people like him and like a lot of players in football and sports in general get happy when they get paid? They're satisfied and they don't want to be stars like you saw people in back in the day. Walter Payton wanted to be the best. OJ wanted to be the best. Do we get that anymore, especially in the running back position? I think from quarterbacks you see that. Sometimes with wide receivers you see that. But I feel like running backs, like they don't have that drive once they get paid.
That could be a big problem too, to paying them early like that. But I don't get that from Zeke. I think Zeke wants to be considered one of the best in today's game. I don't know about overall and one of the best to ever play, but in today's game, I think he wants to. I think and I'm not making any excuses, but he hasn't had the same line that he had his rookie year. So, it's kind of a little downfall a little bit, but like I said, he still plays and he shows up and, he tries to do what he can do. Christian McCaffrey.
People discredit the offensive lines a lot when it comes to quarterbacks and running backs being great in the league. Could you, we've talked about it before. Could you imagine Barry Sanders with Dallas's offensive line back then, that Emmitt Smith had?
Yeah.
He would have had numbers that would have been untouchable.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, the O-line, as far as, the Cowboys is concerned, will be a problem this year. Will be a question this year, but hopefully, they figure some stuff out and can move some people so he can at least get 5 yards of carry every game, So let's move to the North, NFC North. We got Chicago Bears. We got the Detroit Lions, Green Bay, and Minnesota. I know none of us are putting too much stock in the Chicago Bears or Detroit. It'll be Green Bay, and actually Minnesota could win that division.
I think we'll see what Green Bay does. I'm iffy about them this year, which I've been iffy about them before, and they still are Green Bay. But I think with that division being so weak, they'll still be fine.
Yeah.
But who's Aaron throwing to?
A rookie.
And do those rookies just step up and he makes them look great, which is a very high possibility.
Yeah.
Especially with the way he talked about them in preseason. He's trying to spark that fire into them early.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to be here with one of the best quarterbacks of all time, top 20 at least.
Right.
Some people want to put him up higher than he probably needs to be. But a great quarterback, right? You need to step up now because he's in win now mode.
Yeah.
He knows he has 2-3 years left. So we'll see, man. I hope, some of the rookies step up. I want to, see them do good.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to see I'm not a Green Bay Packer fan, neither are you, but I don't want to see a total disaster fallout of that team since Devontae Adams is gone.
Yeah.
You got Robert Tonyan, he's back, his tight end, so that should give a little relief, a little bit. But those other wideouts got to step up. You got Aaron Jones, who's a threat out of the backfield too. So, but Alan Lazard, he's hurt now. He won't play tomorrow. No, he won't play.
So Marshall is up by 4 at Notre Dame. 4:35 left, and they just threw an interception, pick 6. Marshall is now up 10. Wow,
Marcus.
We are Marshall.
Wow, Marcus. They're going to be looking for your head, bro.
That's a bad loss.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's just looking up like, what I do?
What did I do?
You threw it to the wrong player.
You threw it to the wrong person, the wrong colored jersey. Instead of throwing to the blue jersey, you threw it to the white jersey. Wow.
Notre Dame going 0-2 to start the season.
0-2 to start the season.
Yikes. Sorry, back to NFL.
Yeah, back to NFL. So we'll go to the NFC East now. You got the Cowboys, you have the Giants, Philadelphia, and Washington. I think this division will be sort of like the North, when you just have two dominant teams, ruling that division, which is the Cowboys and Philadelphia Eagles. I'm gonna go with my Cowboys to win it. It'll be close. I'm not gonna say they're gonna run away with the division because the Eagles did get better. But I still gonna pick the Cowboys to go 11-6.
Eagles definitely have more question marks than the Cowboys. Cowboys, we know exactly who they are. It's just a matter of staying healthy and stuff like that, obviously. But Jalen Hurts, do we know what he is yet? I don't think so. Let these young quarterbacks do what they do. Give them some time. We talked about it before. Josh Allen's the perfect example of let these guys get some time before you judge them. Give them 2 or 3 years to actually play before you really judge them. And now he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league. But Jalen Hurts, what's he going to be? I think that's going to determine a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Can he win those big games at the end of the games and stuff like that?
And this season, he has good weapons around it.
Yeah, definitely.
So, and they had the best running game in the league last year. So, I mean, that right there should still pick up from where that left off. Still being able to run the ball at a high level. Then you bring in A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith.
They rebuilt quick.
Yeah.
And this is the problem I have with a team in the division, like the Giants. They've been rebuilding Philly hasn't been rebuilding that long. Like they weren't supposed to be good last year, and they ended up being a lot better. And now all of a sudden we're talking about like now they could win the division again. You have a team like even Washington.
Yeah.
They look like they were rebuilding, getting a lot better, and all of a sudden now it's like, we don't expect them to do anything. But then the Giants they've been rebuilding for how long? And every year they're still the worst team in that division, not even being looked at.
It's a quarterback thing.
And just a franchise thing, like how you're running things.
Yeah.
Because Philly just rebuilt.
Yeah.
Like just like that. And they're right back there where people are picking them to win the division. Or at least being second.
The Giants they do have a new management team.
They do now.
Yeah, they do now. So
we'll see.
We'll see how they, because this has to be Daniel Jones' last hurrah if he can't get it done. And then you're going to go to the draft and look for his replacement. Or maybe get Jimmy G in all season.
I feel like if they start off bad, which they will, but if they have a really bad record, like let's say 6 or 7 games in, they might get rid of him.
Yeah,
midway through the season.
Mm-hmm. I mean, because you can't really keep playing him if he's playing bad and throwing picks and losing the ball and fumbles, getting sacked. You really can't play him, so you're gonna have to bring in somebody else, backup quarterback to come in and play for him. which would be sad. But
and your boy David Little said that he thinks his G-Man might win 7 games. That's a lot. I don't know if I give them 7 games. They might. I give them 5 or 6.
Hey, Eagles. I mean, a fan of a team is always going to be optimistic.
As you should be.
Yeah, 7 games is optimistic. What's the realistic forecast, though? 5?
I'd say 5 or 6.
5 or 6.
7's a little high.
Yeah.
See what Saquon can do.
Yeah. And this could be Saquon's last year there, too.
Yep.
Move on somewhere else, So.
And I love Saquon. I wanted to draft him as a Niner fan.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people are saying that's too high to draft a running back, and now you're looking at it in hindsight, and it was because he hasn't. He's been good, and he's also been hurt, and he hasn't done anything to improve the team.
Yeah.
Which with the pick that high, you could have got somebody that could have been a game changer.
Yeah. Would you say that downfall of that team had something to do with Odell Beckham leaving?
It could have, but at the same time, they picked Daniel Jones high. Nobody was expecting him to be that high. Like what? That was a question mark, that everybody had when they drafted him. Like, wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
When there were so many other, quarterbacks they could have drafted or just waited. You could have drafted someone else in that first round. So, I mean, I don't know. I just think everything. I think the whole organization just hasn't done a good job anywhere to coaching hirings and everything. It's just been a disaster. So, hopefully this is a new slate for them and they can, take this year to continue to rebuild and get better. And we'll see.
Their first round draft pick was a DN. So,
but I think that's another team that should have took a look at Jimmy Garoppolo.
And maybe they will during the offseason.
Who's their backup?
Oh.
See, we know most teams' backups. I don't know their backup.
Yeah, I don't even know their backup. David Little, who's the Giants' backup? Do you know? Because we don't.
And Goose said we watched Jones in college. We as regular folks knew he wasn't that dude, but cats that get paid to scout didn't. Which Goose, I think, even in the NBA and NFL, like we see that, like as a regular watcher. And I don't know, scouts get paid a lot of money.
Yeah. Anthony Bennett.
Sometimes they overthink.
Anthony Bennett.
I think that's what happens. They overthink, or maybe they get paid to.
We see it in other leagues too.
Oh, Tyrod's the backup.
Oh yeah, but he got hurt.
Yeah, he's always hurt.
He got hurt the last preseason game.
Oh.
So I don't know if if Daniel Jones is not playing good tomorrow, would they be able to go to him? I don't know.
Yeah.
So they might have to go to the third quarterback. I don't know. So we'll see. But yeah, I forgot Tyrod Taylor is their backup. Yeah, but that division, the NFC East.
Another interception by Notre Dame.
Oh, my gosh. The Fighting Randy Mosses. The Fighting Chad Penningtons. Yeah. So we'll go to the AFC. We'll start at the AFC West, which is going to be a toss-up who's going to win this division. But you have 4 teams that have a shot. You have Denver, you have KC, you got the Vegas Raiders, and you have the LA Chargers. I still believe KC is the best in that division. I think the Las Vegas Raiders are the second best with some of the moves that they made.
Now, I think Justin Herbert has been thinking about this game all year because the last game to kick them out of the playoffs was against us, Las Vegas Raiders. I think he might. I think he's thinking too much about this game tomorrow, and I think that's going to cost them the game because he wants to win it so bad. then I think he's going to be trying to do too much.
And to your point, if you've watched Justin Herbert up to this point, you know that he throws some big interceptions.
Mm-hmm.
He does. He throws some big interceptions in some bad spots. So if he's trying to do too much, that could be something that happened that cost him the game.
Yeah.
So you're right. I still, like I said, I still believe the Kansas City Chiefs and the Vegas Raiders are the two best teams in the division. Denver will be right there. The Chargers probably will end up falling off with those mistakes that Justin Herbert can make. But I think all four teams will have a winning record in that division.
Are they all going to the playoffs?
Ooh.
It's almost impossible. It's like you have to eliminate one, but because they all play each other, twice.
Yeah.
But man, that's a division. I mean, that's obviously the division that we're going to watch every game they play.
Yeah.
Phone call.
I'll go on the record and say they probably could.
Yeah.
Yeah. Caller. You on those let the ball bounce sports talk radio show. Who is this?
Trey Bailey calling all the way from Southern California, Long Beach, in the house, man.
LBC. Yes. What's going on, bro?
Sir. Hey, I was calling to tell you, man, you're doing a great job, man. Let me
I'm trying.
Man, when you're doing no, you ain't trying, you're doing.
Yeah.
You're doing.
Yeah.
And so let
Thank
me tell
you,
you, man, when you are a solo act on sports talk radio, man, you have to definitely know what you're talking about. That you are doing. You have to definitely be able to take phone calls. That you are doing, and you have to be able to be knowledgeable about what you're talking about. So, with that being said, man, you are doing an excellent job.
Thank you,
man.
sir.
I am enjoying the Bill Logan Sports Talk radio show on Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio.
I appreciate it, sir.
Let the bill block.
I'm just trying to piggyback off you guys. That's it, man.
Oh man, well, that's what makes a great team, man. Is when one teammate is down, man, another one can pick the baton up, man, and keep the race going, man. So I appreciate it. I'm sure Goose appreciate it, man. I'm out here in Long Beach, man. A buddy of mine, his dad passed away, and so I came out here to really support him and his family, man. And so that's why I'm out here in Southern California, man. It's about 78 degrees.
Beautiful.
77 degrees, overcast. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, man.
It's here too. It's an overcast day, but it's a wonderful day. That heat is gone.
Yeah. Yeah, the heat is gone. It's kind of like a humidity here, almost like a Miami humidity here in LA. But it does feel really, really good. So
we don't have too much.
I want to say
we don't have too much humidity here because I can tell because my doors don't stick. My doors are sticking, front door sticking, and my bedroom door was sticking. And you have to yank on it to open it. I'm like, God dang, But they open free. They're opening freely now,
Well, good, man. Hopefully this will be the last month in Las Vegas for that heat to be as hot as it is, man. It's been, this is actually the weather that we should have had in August.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So
how much? What? Go ahead.
So, what do you think about the? We're at the NFC West right now. What do you think about that division? With the Denver Broncos, Kansas City Chiefs, Las Vegas Raiders, and the LA Chargers. Who do you think should emerge in that division?
I honestly believe that the NFL West is probably the hardest division right now. Like, you just really don't know who's going to come out of the NFL West. I mean, with the Raiders, vamping up their team, going out and getting Adams. You got the Chargers who got that young Oregon Duck back there taking them young snaps, and he's nothing to be played with. And then you got the newly Sierra's man who's being given all that new money, wants to show these Denver fans that he still has a lot left in the tank.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got the Chiefs. You cannot sleep on Patrick Mahomes. I don't care that he does not have his number one wideout. but he is still a dangerous quarterback, and you just can't put anything past Patrick Mahomes. And so I think any game that the Chiefs play this year are going to be trap games because you just don't know what you're going to get from the Chiefs. And I wouldn't bet against them. It's my thing.
Right. So, in my opinion, I think the Chiefs are the ones that'll win the division. The Raiders will come up right behind them. It'll be close between those two.
Cool.
Then it'll be Denver. Then the Chargers, coming up in the rear. But I think all of them have winning records in that division.
Really? Yeah, I think the NFC West will all have like you said, a winning record. I don't know if I see the Chargers coming last, though. I mean, the fact that you got the Raiders coming up right behind, who did you say?
Kansas
Chiefs?
City, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
My pick in that division is KC, the Raiders, Denver, then Chargers.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be a tough one, man. So I'm here for it.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll go to the South, the AFC South. We got Tennessee, Indianapolis. We have the Jacksonville Jaguars, and we have Houston.
Tragic. Every last one of them.
Tennessee, I still think Tennessee can end up winning that division again. It's just they have to be able to show up in the playoffs when they get to the playoffs. They could win the division, and with the Colts coming up second, then I think Jacksonville will end up third, and Houston will come with the rear.
Well, it's going to be very interesting. I mean, the fact that Tennessee will only go as far as Ryan Tannehill will take.
Mm-hmm.
And he is unpredictable as any quarterback in the league right now. You just don't know what you're going to get from Ryan Tannehill. You get Raider fans who say he's 80% tragic, 20%, unpredictable. So you never know, man.
Yeah.
I still like their running back. He's a monster, being able to do bench press with resistance bands and stuff. Come on, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
that
means, I don't know. I mean, Tennessee. You got the Colts coming in second. You said.
Yeah.
I don't know about the Colts either.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's going to be a tough division to kind of pick.
Matt Ryan is their new quarterback.
Yeah, well, I feel that Jacksonville may trick a lot of people with their play this year. And so I think I got them coming second.
Jacksonville coming in second. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. In that division.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, that could possibly happen, because they should definitely be a better ran team than they were last year, Yeah, I think.
Yeah, and then Jacksonville, they running back duo. It's just, come on, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then I think that the young South Carolina Clemson kid got something to prove.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, they definitely will be better ran than they were last year,
Yeah.
Urban Meyer came over there and just was toxic,
Well, that's why I'm saying they're going to play a lot better than they did last year. Mm-hmm. Urban Meyer somewhere ready to go to the next college so he can stay 2 years and say that his ulcers are flaring up and then quit on them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Urban had that thing toxic over there last year, but yeah, they should be better ran this year for sure. Let's go to your division. With your team. You got the Cincinnati Bengals, you got the Cleveland Browns, you have the Pittsburgh Steelers, and the Baltimore Ravens. I'm gonna tell you what. I think three teams could come out of that division in the playoffs. I think three teams could come out.
Is the Steelers one of them?
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think Cleveland will be good I think their quarterback play is still a question with Brissett, playing the whole season. I mean, you got 11 games suspension for Deshaun Watson. Will they let him come back, that deep in the season or not? I don't know.
Ever since the Deshaun Watson debacle, I'm afraid to go get a damn massage. I was sitting in my in the rental car today in Long Beach, and I was rubbing on my thigh. I almost thought that I was going to get pulled over by the rubbing on your thigh police.
Yeah,
makes no difference. But at the end of the day, I think that Brissett is going to surprise a lot of people, and I don't think that Cleveland is all the way out of it, man.
No,
I like Cincinnati winning the division, but let me tell you what I think is going to be a surprise CHIT show, and I think that's the Baltimore Ravens with not being able to come to terms with offering your guy an extension, and I think that's going to have an effect on that team.
It could, or it could, go in the other way with him trying to, prove that he's a $200 million quarterback.
Let me tell you something, man. If I'm Lamar Jackson, I'm just going to play like Lamar Jackson has been playing up to this point. I'm not going to give you anything extra because, God forbid, Lamar Jackson goes out there and get hurt with no deal or extension on the line, man. He'll definitely scare away other teams.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
So I'll go out and give you what Lamar Jackson's been doing so far, but I think we haven't seen the best of Lamar Jackson. That's the scary thing.
And you look at what you just brought up. That got paid after he got hurt too. So, it's not too far fetched that you can get paid after an injury. So if Lamar goes out and get hurt, somebody will pay him. Somebody will.
Right.
Yeah,
but I don't. Not the type of money that he's looking for.
Right.
They can't wait to give. What is Cousins? They can't wait to give Kirk Cousins money every time his contract is almost up. But it's Lamar.
And he never
Jackson,
has to negotiate.
Like they don't. Right, and all he's asking for is $100 million and 3 years worth of Chico sticks.
Yeah.
I don't think that's hard to give.
I've never heard all the contracts that Kirk Cousins has signed since he's been with the Minnesota Vikings. I've never heard of them negotiating. I heard they just read him up every time. We gonna give you a raise. Okay.
Right.
And he gonna take it. Thank you. Thank you for the raise. But this dude, Lamar Jackson has had to negotiate with no headwind at all. Of them giving him the contract that he deserves.
I think it's highly disrespectful.
And his market
highly
value.
Disrespectful for a former MVP of the league to not be getting a deal, and everybody around you and your peers in market value are getting deals. I just find it highly disrespectful. And so even with this going on in Baltimore, I don't even know if Lamar Jackson even wants to stay in Baltimore past this.
And here's the funny thing. They read up the coach, the general manager, and the kicker. There's a reason why you got read up, brother, because of Lamar Jackson.
Right.
That's the reason. There's a reason why all of you guys got read up is because Justin Tucker, he's a great kicker. He pretty much stands alone on his own merits. But Harbaugh and whoever the GM is over there, they got read up. Well, you got read up because of the play from Lamar Jackson, how he has that team, doing well. Because if the team wasn't doing well, you probably wouldn't have got, extended. That's just my thinking. But, some people might say,
I blame a lot of that, too, on the media and the commentators, too, man, constantly trying to say how he is not a quarterback and how he's not a typical pocket passer. And, like, stop, man. The man was MVP of the league. Let this man play his position and try to get his team to where, where they want to be, like the playoffs. Stop it, man.
Well, I think a lot of it has to do with him not having a quote unquote professional agent. It's his mom.
Man, that's disrespectful.
So they're trying to make it seem like their camp is kind of, not experienced in negotiating. But, like I said, to me, just look at the market. The market it'll tell you the market, and what they've signed for as far as guaranteed money tells you where he needs to be and what you should be offering him. And if you don't want to offer him that, if you guys are going below that, then no, he's not going to accept that. That's probably a reason why he hasn't accepted, a deal, is because they're probably going, mediocre, and he's like, wait a minute. Josh Allen, Kyler Murray, look at the contracts they got. Look at the guaranteed money they got.
Bro, you gave Kyler Murray all that money, and he wasn't the MVP like Lamar Jackson, but you paid Kyler Murray.
Right.
The boy out there, 5'3". He's the same size as Tony Braxton, but you gave him money. Come on, man.
Same size as Tony Braxton.
Come on, man.
160. I think he got 160 plus guaranteed.
Yeah, but there is no negotiating when show me the money.
Yeah.
That's all you need to do.
Yeah.
Even if they gave him 160, even if they gave him the same type of deal that Kyler Murray got, he'll be thankful.
Yeah. Yeah. The only thing I think could be an issue is that he sees what Cleveland offered Deshaun Watson. 230 guaranteed. All of it guaranteed. Maybe that's what he wants. Maybe he wants his whole contract guaranteed. He don't want a portion of it guaranteed. I want the whole thing guaranteed. And I'm done talking after that.
They're gonna have
and I'm done talking.
They're gonna have to figure it out.
Yeah,
that's all I gotta say.
And if he wants his whole contract guaranteed, you really can't argue with it. Dude is the face of your franchise.
Yeah.
Pay him.
Well, the answer to your question, man, I think Cincinnati's gonna take that division, and I am going to go out on a limb and say that the Pittsburgh Steelers will come in second, right behind them.
Mm-hmm. That very well could be. I got Cincinnati winning the division. I got Baltimore second. Pittsburgh third, and Cleveland last. But I think in that division, you'll all have winning records in that division too. You'll have 9 wins is the worst in that division. So we'll go to the NFC East. The AFC East. Excuse me. You got Buffalo Bill, who's leading the division right now at 1-0 because they won Thursday night over the LA Rams. You got Miami. New look Miami. New head coach. Still got Tua there as the quarterback. You have Tyreek Hill. You got Cedric Wilson over there from the Cowboys. Jalen Waddle. They got weapons. Then you got New England. Then you got the lowly Jets, who ends up ends up beating some good teams in these last few seasons that they pull out some wins that's like you scratch your head at, but then they lose a lot of games that you scratch your head at too. You beat this team, but then you lose into these teams. No, sometimes.
But they also got Flacco, who is going to be their starting quarterback right now while Zach Wilson's recovering.
And I'm surprised, and that's another team that I'm surprised didn't go after Jimmy G hard. Because right now with Zach Wilson hurt, they're just going to wait for him to come back and deal with Flacco for the first 3-4 games. Good luck with that. You could be 0-4.
What? Yeah, and I'm surprised Jimmy G is still in San Francisco, too. The way 49ers talk about him, you think he's the worst quarterback on that side of the Western Hemisphere.
Well, I remember saying earlier this year that I believe that they would have the highest paid highest paid backup in the league. Because there wasn't no trade coming up. There wasn't a trade coming up for Jimmy G. So I was like, well, you might keep him, and then they ended up keeping him. He did restructure his contract, so he's probably not the highest paid, but is he? Okay, well, he is the highest. Yeah,
close to it.
Yeah,
yeah.
And if anything goes wrong with Trey Lance, you got a dude who knows the system. He can come in there and just, you really don't lose no confidence with him because he knows the only thing you got to worry about is his shoulder. Was it his shoulder? Yeah, his shoulder. If that's all the way back healthy again, if he has to come in earlier than early, because of something that might, unfortunately happens to Trey Lance, but at least you got a backup quarterback who knows what's going on. You don't have to really worry about that. But yeah, Buffalo.
Well,
I think Buffalo is the class of that division. Miami and New England, they'll be, kind of, neck and neck, I might say. I think Miami might, edge them out for the second in that division. Then it can be New England, and it could be, the Jets will come up last in that division.
Yeah, I got Buffalo leading that division.
I mean, they look good the other night. I ain't gonna even lie. I was looking at them. I was like, wow.
Yeah, they look good.
Mm-hmm.
The defense looked good. Josh Allen looks good. It looks like Diggs and Allen are on another level with as far as, having the connections. And so It's good to see, man. It's good to see. I've always liked this Josh Allen kid.
Yeah. Okay, now with that being said, so we went through the whole division in both conferences. Who are we? What would be in the AFC? Who we think to be the playoff teams in that division out of the 4 divisions? We know Buffalo. We know Cincinnati, Tennessee, and I got Kansas City as the winners of each division. So that's the top 4 in the AFC. Who's the other 4 that we might think that come up behind them?
Ooh, that's gonna be hard, man. That's gonna be hard. I would have to really sit down and really think about that
because
every other team, it's
because the West could have 3 teams. The West could actually have 3 teams, maybe 4, if they all, play real well, like everybody's expecting them to play. In that AFC West. You could have 2 or 3 teams come out of you guys' division.
Yeah, I just think after those top teams, it's just gonna really be it's gonna be really a tight race for everybody else.
Yeah. And like I said, in the AFC North, it could be 3 teams. It could be Cincinnati, Cleveland, and Pittsburgh. Baltimore could be there too at the close. It just depends on how they play, and if anything will materialize from Lamar Jackson not getting his contract.
Right.
Hopefully nothing happens to him. He gets hurt. He can have a full healthy season and help that team, win some games. But
we talk about your division, those Cowboys.
Oh yeah, we did. We went through them. We went through the the NFC first. Yeah. But in the NFC, I think the top teams would be the Cowboys in our division. It'll be I think it'll be New Orleans. I think New Orleans will come out of the South, top team. I'm actually thinking Minnesota might edge out Green Bay in the North, and I think San Francisco should win the West.
They should, because the way the 49ers talk, the second coming of Jesus and Lance with their quarterback.
Jesus.
And then you got Minnesota edging out Green Bay. I'm not going to bet against Aaron Rodgers, man. I got Green Bay out of that division.
Yeah.
Definitely got the Cowboys coming out also. And New Orleans.
Yeah.
I like New Orleans, man.
Yeah.
If Mr. Crablegs himself is able to stay healthy and play like he was playing, I like them over Tampa Bay.
Yeah. Yeah, I think those are top 4 teams. You know, it could flip-flop. Tampa Bay could end up winning the South too. But for me, I like New Orleans to win the South, you know. I think they give Tampa Bay you know, some hell when they play them. So, you know, that could end up being, and then like we was talking earlier, Tampa Bay and Tom Brady, you know, we don't know what's going on with that situation, you know. Like he said, I'm 45, a lot of stuff comes up. You know, is that an excuse, or is it you know, just him, you know, saying that some stuff is going on in his life that he's, you know, he's not accustomed to, you know. And,
well, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, Tom Brady is the GOAT, in my opinion, but he's not getting any younger. And I think this year will show that this will probably be Tom Brady's last year, man. And I think age shows a big part and plays a factor in Tampa Bay this year. I think they really show their age.
And they're talking about using Julio Jones, not like Gronk, but using him on certain pass patterns like Gronk. You know, Julio just can't stay healthy for a whole season. He cannot stay healthy.
Yes, Julio Jones is the T-Mac or the Grant Hill of the NFL. He cannot stay healthy. They need to play him one every 4 games.
Yeah. I mean, they said he's been looking good in practice. Oh, that's practice. Let's see what the game's like, because.
Yeah, but Big Lizzie looks good in practice. Mario Chalmers looks good in practice.
Yeah. She has $1 million moves on TikTok. She has
Ben Simmons can't miss no shots when you see him on all of his videos. He posts. He's the best jump shot shooter I've ever seen in my life. But in the game, he can't buy a bucket, so I don't want to hear about no practice.
Yeah. At some point, I'm just gonna go out on a limb. At some point, Julio Jones will have a hamstring or a thigh injury or something like that. And in San Francisco, we have a groin injury with you guys as tight end right now.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell you this: Christian McCaffrey is climbing up that Julio Jones ladder and always being hurt.
Yeah.
They put the roster out, and he said, "I'm on the roster. Okay, put me on the IR." Like, yikes.
Yeah. He has not earned that money.
Nobody don't want to talk about that. Christian McCaffrey has not had a good NFL season since his rookie season, or his second season. Come on, man.
Yeah. Since he signed a contract. To me, since he signed that big deal, he has not been the Christian McCaffrey of the first 2 years of his career. I'm sorry.
So he's stealing money then.
Well, you know, I don't really classify that as stealing money because, you know, they offered it to him, and, you know, who's going to turn that down? You know, he's not going to turn it down, you know.
And ain't nobody going to go to his house and take it back.
Yeah, ain't nobody going to his bank and say, look, man, we need to get that back. We need to get all that back, you know. But he definitely hasn't lived up to his contract being available for his team, mainly. Like we was talking about Zeke. Zeke hasn't performed at the level that he did his rookie year, but at least Zeke has showed up his whole career, you know. So he hasn't really earned his money in performance, but he has been available for his team. And that's all you can ask for, you know. This depends on how good, you know, the surrounding cast is around you. But Christian McCaffrey has not been available for his team the last couple years.
We'll see, man. We will see. Bill Logan, man, I appreciate you having me on the show, man. I've been muting my phone because I'm in the car with a bunch of my bros, man.
Okay.
So I'm going to let you go, man, and I appreciate you taking my call, man. You keep doing a good job, man.
All right, bro.
Good job, man.
Appreciate it, man.
And we appreciate everybody chiming in to Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio, man. Every Saturday at 2 p.m. Pacific Coast time, we're here to give you guys the best of Sports Talk Radio, man. Follow Let the Ball Bounce on Facebook, Let the Ball Bounce on IG, and Let the Ball Bounce at gmail.com, and be a sponsor of the show like Serenity Funeral Home and Sight and Sound Candy and more. And please follow Let the Ball Bounce on Twitter. And that's with one T. Yeah, man. Let the Ball Bounce, man, is here to stay every Tuesday at 6 p.m., man. And this is what we do. We give you guys the best of Sports Talk Radio. Please download the Gorilla Cross app on your phone and follow the LTBB crew as we give you guys the best of Sports Talk Radio. And Bill Logan, man, I appreciate you taking my call, man. And you have a great rest of your day, G.
All right, brother.
I appreciate it, man.
All right, bro. Yeah, we went through the divisions pretty quick. Went through those divisions and stuff like that pretty quick. So now,
you got 25 more minutes to create a show.
I got 25 more minutes to create a show. So what we'll do now is we'll go to predicting what will happen tomorrow on the slate. We already have one game that's final. We have the Bills winning 31-10 Sunday night. I did take the Bills.
Me too.
You took the Bills.
Yep.
I think Dre took the Bills and Goose took the Rams. So right now we're 1-0. All of us are 1-0. So the next game on the slate, we have the Buccaneers at home. Away against the Cowboys, who's at home. You know who I'm going with. I'm going with my Cowboys.
That's Sunday night, right?
Sunday night game, yes. Tampa Bay is a 2.5-point favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird.
On the road.
That's weird.
On the road. So I'm going with the Cowboys.
I got the Cowboys at home. I don't like saying it, but
I know you do.
I think it's going to be a minute before. I don't think Tom Brady's head's right there right now.
Right.
And they have to figure everything out. New coach, new everything.
O-line's hurting too.
O-line's hurt. No center. I don't even know who their center is. Maybe, Shaq. Yeah, I don't even know. I don't know what's going on with them.
Yeah. It's a new guy. Anyway.
It's not the guy Tom Brady came out of retirement for.
Yeah. He's Jensen. Yeah, Jensen is the center that's hurt right now.
So I got Cowboys winning, but I don't want them to win.
I know you don't, but I got the Cowboys winning. I think they'll win. I ain't gonna give a point. I ain't gonna even say. They'll win the game. That's all I need. Just win the game, man.
By 10.
Yeah. Next game on the docket, we have the Falcons at home against the Saints. Ooh, division game too. I'm gonna take the Saints on the road.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Saints too.
I think it'll be a close game. I think Mariota.
I think it'll be a really good game.
Yeah, I think it'll be really good. I think Mariota might have found a place for him for the next few years.
Yeah,
as far as
definitely a game I want to watch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'll be on Fox. And New Orleans is a 5.5-point favorite on the road.
And real quick, how come in 2022 DirecTV still has all the games and you can't get them anywhere else?
I don't know.
I thought you could. I was really trying to get them all, and I don't have DirecTV. And yeah, that's ridiculous. Red zone it is.
Red zone it is. Exactly. Red zone it is. We have the third game that we're coming up on right now. We have the Bears at home against the 49ers. 49ers are a 6.5-point favorite on the road.
Ooh, that's low.
That's low.
Niners by 13.
Yeah, I got the Niners in this game as well. Bears still got problems. And Bears fans will see tomorrow. They'll see. Now I hope young Justin Fields can play good, and
I hope he doesn't get hurt behind that invisible line.
Yeah,
because I like him. I think he can be a good quarterback, but I hope Bears don't mess up his career.
Yeah, I hope not too. But I got the 49ers in that game to cover. To actually cover.
They'll cover that.
Yeah, they cover that. Next game, we have the Bengals at home against the Steelers. And I'm going to take the Bengals, but I would take the Steelers to cover the 7. The 7.
7's a lot.
Yeah.
Be a close division game. Yeah. I'm taking the Bengals.
Yeah, I take the Bengals, but I if I was a bettor, I would take the Steelers to cover the 7. These NFL games come down to be close at the end of the game. Yep. So
especially division games.
Yeah, division games too. 7. That's a pretty big number.
That's an early division game.
Yeah.
Well, there's a few division games.
Yeah, it's a few. We just went over 2 right now. Yeah. The next game, we have the Eagles on the road against the Lions. The Eagles are a 5-point favorite.
As they should be.
Yeah. Actually,
you can take the Lions?
I would take the Lions to cover. I take the Eagles to win the game, but the Lions to cover.
Lions were in a lot of close games last year. They're better than that this year. First home game.
Yeah. It'll be.
You know what? I'm taking Lions to win this game.
Ooh.
I'm taking Lions to win this game at home.
I like that, especially if we win, then we're leading the division.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm taking Lions to win.
Yeah.
Because they could be a surprise team. I wouldn't say surprise going to the playoffs, but surprise doing way better than we expect them to do. We got Goose Thomas live on the line.
What's good? What's good
Goose?
With it?
What's
OG,
good?
Man, look here, man. You are doing your damn thing, sir.
The damn thing?
Straight up. The damn thing, sir.
Appreciate it, sir.
Yeah, man. Holding it down,
I'm trying.
Man. Absolutely. No, you're not trying. You're doing.
Yeah.
You're doing.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, man, holding it down for us, man.
Yeah.
While we,
tend to some business.
Grieve, handle business, man, and grieve in our own ways, man. Death has really sent the dark cloud over families, and we just feeling it a little bit, man. But we gonna be all right. Man.
Yeah,
we're gonna be all right, definitely.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
just appreciate you, man, for stepping in, man, and making it happen, man.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah.
Huge, man. Absolutely, man.
Appreciate
it. Heard
it.
y'all running through these divisions, man.
Yeah, we ran through the divisions, and now we're giving our picks right now.
Okay. Yeah. I'm on board with you, man.
On board?
Let's rock.
You on board?
Let's rock.
Okay.
Let's rock.
Okay, so we'll go back. We'll go back for you. We'll go back for you.
Okay. I appreciate that.
We already made our picks up to the Eagles Lions game, but we'll go back.
Okay.
Buccaneers and Cowboys. Who you got? Cowboys at home. Cowboys at home.
Cowboys at the house. Give me the Cowboys at the house, man.
Yeah.
Give me the Cowboys at the house. I don't know about Tampa right now. That O-line concerns me. That offensive line concerns me.
Yeah. Then we we got the Falcons at home against the Saints.
Give me the Saints on the road, man. I don't believe in the Falcons hardly any.
Yeah.
I don't. They're a 6-win team to me.
Yeah.
And this ain't one of the 6.
Yeah. Then we have the Bears at home against your 49ers.
49ers by 40.
40.
I said 13, which was
No. In all reality, man, it's a 7-point spread. 49ers should cover that spread. They'll win by 10, maybe 13 going away.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then we got the Steelers on the road against the Bengals with a 7-point favorite for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah, that's tough, man. I'm gonna go Bengals at the crib.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go Bengals at the house. That's a tough one there.
Yeah.
Give me the Bengals at the house.
Then we have the Lions at home against the Eagles.
Give me the Eagles on the road.
On the road.
Yep.
5-point favorite too. They're a 5-point favorite.
Yep.
Yeah.
Give them to me.
Yeah.
Give me the Eagles on the road.
Okay, the next game on the docket, we have the Dolphins at home, another division game against the Patriots.
The Patriots have never played well in Miami. Historically, they just don't.
Yeah.
And I don't think it changes. This week.
No.
Give me the Dolphins.
Yeah, give me the Dolphins at home, 3.5-point favorite. I think they cover that too.
Sir.
I think they cover that.
Sir.
Yeah.
And Patriots are going to suck this year.
Yeah, I don't
Patriots
think they're going to be worth. They're not going to even be worth television watching. And it's crazy to even say that because you got one of the most pulverizing coaches in history, in Bill Belichick. Some think that he's the absolute best in history, and they're not going to even be TV worthy this year. I don't think, man. Yeah, it's going to suck. It's going to suck for them this year. Yeah.
Next game on the docket, we have the Jets at home against the Baltimore Ravens.
Baltimore by 20.
I think the Baltimore wins big too.
Yeah, I don't believe in Joe Flacco. It's been too long. Y'all know the last time Joe Flacco started a football game was that I
Denver,
remember,
right?
Was I'm saying that was even noteworthy. That was a noteworthy football game. The Super Bowl against us, 2013.
Oh yeah.
That was the last noteworthy game I remember him starting. A lot of people forgot he was in the league.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, he's the backup quarterback over there.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But I think a 20-point beating could happen for the Baltimore Ravens, and particularly because of the contract issue. He's going to try to show that I am worthy. So I'm gonna beat these dudes by 20. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yep. I can show you better than I can tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next game on the docket, we have the Commanders at home against the Jaguars.
Every time it just catches me off guard every time I hear
the
it.
Commanders.
It's so terrible.
Yeah.
It's so terrible.
We're the Commanders.
And the Commanders are a 3-point. They're a 3-point favorite at home. And I think the Jaguars. I think the Jaguars will reverse that. That's just me. I think they'll win by 3.
You think so?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
And looking at all of the Jaguars pieces, I don't think people are really looking at the weapons that the Jaguars have. But if you look at their offensive roster, bro, they got some weapons over there.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting Travis Etienne back, who never played a down worth of football last year. You got Christian Kirk over there, who nobody's even talking about. I don't understand that. Probably because he plays for the Jaguars.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think you're right, Bill.
Yeah.
I really do. I like the Jags.
I like the Jags to reverse that 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And cover.
I like it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Next game on the docket, we have the Panthers at home against the Browns.
I like Jacoby Brissett, man. I really do. And looking back on his career, if you look at the games he started for New England, when he was in Indianapolis, he never really lost any games for his team.
Yeah.
He's always managed ball games and kept teams in ball games, bro. And I think he'll be all right for this first 11, 12 weeks.
Yeah.
Until Deshaun Watson gets back. And look. Even more so, I think he'll continue to start once Deshaun Watson gets back. Call me crazy. Call me insane. Call me insane. But I still think he's the starting quarterback once Deshaun Watson gets back.
Because he'll just be playing that solid. He'll just be playing that solid.
Because he'll just be playing steady, solid football. Yeah. We don't know what Deshaun Watson can give us right now.
Yeah.
We don't. We ain't seen him play in 2.5 years.
In my estimation, I think Deshaun Watson would be better to just sit out the whole year, 11 games.
Just sit out, bro.
Just sit out and then come back next year. That new contract kicks in next year, so just come back fresh and new. You know, but
exactly.
we'll see.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree 100%.
You know,
absolutely.
Next game.
I agree 100%.
Next game on the docket.
You guys didn't even pick a winner.
Oh, I did. I picked the Browns.
Give me.
Oh, you got the Browns?
Give me Cleveland.
Yeah.
Give me Cleveland.
Give me the Browns.
You're right. I didn't.
Yeah.
Give me Cleveland.
All right, give me Baker at home against his old team.
Ooh.
Baker at the house.
Okay.
Is Christian McCaffrey going to be healthy?
It doesn't matter. He's done.
I'm
done with CMC.
Yeah.
Bill, hold on. Let me bring up something to Bill because I know he's going to remember this. Remember, you and I had a discussion about who the best running back in the league was, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I thought at the time that it was Christian McCaffrey. You brought up then his injury history. This was probably 3 years ago.
Yeah.
You brought up his injury history at that time. My response was, it doesn't matter. When he's in there, he's a beast, yada, yada, yada. Well, here he is hurt again. He's hurt yet again.
Yeah.
And I just can't put him back into that realm anymore.
No,
bro.
he's not in there.
I can't put you back there, bro. You have to be available.
Yeah.
If you're going to be considered one of the best, you have to be available. You're not available. I can't put you there.
And we just talked about that with Zeke Elliott. Now, when he signed his contract,
right,
his performance has dropped a lot, but Ezekiel Elliott has been available for his team under that new contract.
Yeah, he has. He has.
Christian McCaffrey, not so much.
Not so much. And that sucks, man.
Yeah.
That sucks.
But his wife said, if you're getting paid the same, why play?
Well, I mean, you're still getting paid to do a job.
Well,
you're still getting paid to do a job. You get your guaranteed money, but I mean, was his contract fully guaranteed?
I don't know.
You just got a signing bonus, right?
Yeah.
Now you're not going to get paid
guaranteed.
those games you don't play.
No, it
those
wasn't
games
fully
you don't
guaranteed.
play. You're not getting a check.
Yeah.
So it would behoove you to get healthy and get on the field.
Yeah. So the next game we have the Texans at home against the Colts. I like the Colts.
Who you got?
I like the Colts at home. I mean, on the road.
Who the Colts matching up with? I didn't
Texans. The Texans at home.
Oh yeah, give me the Colts.
Yeah. 7-point favorite is the spread for the Colts.
Yeah, give me the Colts, bro.
Yeah.
I think the Colts gonna be sneaky in that AFC South too, bro.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna be real sneaky.
Yeah,
Matt Ryan over there, bro.
Then we have the Titans at home against the Giants. Give me the Titans.
Any team going up against the Giants, give me the W, bro.
Yeah.
Titans, bro.
Titans.
Yeah, Titans. Giants just ain't got it, man.
Yeah.
They don't.
In another divisional game, we have the Vikings at home against the Packers. I like the Vikings in this game.
I like the Vikings. In that.
Yeah.
I sure do.
Yeah.
The fighting Kirk Cousins. Give them to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like them. I sure do.
The next game, we have the Cardinals at home against the Chiefs. The Chiefs are a 6.5-point favorite on the road.
Give me the Chiefs methodically to get that win out of there.
And to cover.
They're gonna do it. I don't know about to cover the 6, but they'll win.
I think they'll cover.
They'll win.
I think they'll cover.
24-20.
Yeah.
24-20.
Yeah. I think they'll
but
cover.
I like them to get it real methodical.
Yeah.
They gonna use Clyde Edwards-Helaire a little bit more than they have in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And in another divisional game, we have the Chargers at home against the Raiders.
The bloodbath.
Mm-hmm.
The bloodbath. Wow. They gonna split. Give me the Chargers at home. I think they gonna split those matchups. Sir. Yeah, they gonna split those matchups.
Ooh.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're gonna split them.
I like the Raiders. I like the Raiders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. No argument from me.
I like the Raiders. I like the Raiders. The Chargers are actually a 3.5-point favorite at home too. So.
Right. Right. Okay.
Where there will be a lot more Raider fans than Charger fans, so that's definitely a Raider home game.
There's gonna be a lot of Raider fans there, bro. Believe that.
Yep. and we have the Monday night game, another divisional game against the Seahawks it's not a divisional game, excuse me. You got the Seahawks at home against the Broncos.
Yeah, I think,
give me the Broncos.
Yeah, I think Russ goes in there and gets a little revenge, man.
Yeah.
From what I was reading, it was a little rift between him and the front office up there in Seattle, man. So I think he goes in there and absolutely annihilates his old team.
Yeah, you said they tried to trade him before.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, you know,
you're gonna blow him out.
When the Dak contract negotiations were going on, there was some rumors about them making a deal with the Seattle Seahawks, sending Dak to Seattle and bringing him to the Cowboys.
Right.
So
right.
You know,
would you have liked that? Would you have liked that?
I wouldn't have had a problem with that if they would have done it. No, really.
I think too, though, they were talking about the Seahawks shopping quarterbacks during the draft, like going to these quarterbacks pro days and trying to replace them with brand new guys. That's what I read. Now it could be wrong. Again, it's all rumor mill stuff, but that's what I read, that they were trying to get a draft pick to step up and get a quarterback to replace Russell Wilson. So that kind of hurts a little bit more. You know, you telling me, you know, I don't want a chip for you, and really could have won 2 for you if you call the right play, and you replacing me with a young boy. This how you feel about me?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
so. Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely is going to go in there with a whole different mindset of trying to,
no doubt about it,
score every time we get the ball.
He's going to run it up.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to run it up.
Yeah.
Remember the Titan style. He's going to run it up.
Mm-hmm. Because you didn't want to sign my left tackle that we needed while I was there.
Exactly. Getting me killed every week.
Right.
Getting me killed every week.
Got me running for my life every week.
Running for my life every week. That's what you do to me?
Yeah. You know,
okay.
Yeah, then you end up trading me anyway. That's cool.
Right.
You know.
All right. I got something.
And we matched up. We matched up the first game of the season. Oh yeah. Got something for them fans and the organization. You know, which, you know, like I said, you know, at the end of the day, you that's your franchise quarterback. You don't really see too many franchise quarterbacks getting traded like that. You know,
just tipped off like that. No, they never happens like that.
Yeah.
Not like that.
I'm glad there was only one Monday night game for week 1. I kind of hated the
because
the
they
2
usually
games.
have 2.
Yeah, they usually always have 2.
Try to saturate it. Yeah, they do try to saturate it, Quan.
And it messes it up to me.
Yeah. Yeah, 1 game, man. Just 1 game.
Is anybody watching game 1 of the WNBA Finals tomorrow?
It'll be on one of these
yes,
TVs.
Indeed. I actually plan on going. I want to go.
What?
That's
Well, tickets are sold out already.
They sold out? Oh, okay.
Tickets are sold out.
No, I was looking at Ticketmaster this morning.
Well, they lied and said they were sold out because yesterday they were saying they were sold out. No, Friday. Yeah.
No, they're not sold. No, they're not sold out.
They announced it.
No, they're not. You can get on Ticketmaster right now and get your tickets to that game for sure. Lower bowl tickets too. They might have been sold out and put back up for resale.
Yeah, the team announced they were sold out. They might have just been saying that to get everybody on the.
Yeah, that's what they were doing. That's exactly what they were doing.
All right, I got a bet for you guys. There's 2 games going on pretty much at the same time in different places. The Las Vegas Aces, owned by Mark Davis, and the Las Vegas Raiders, owned by Mark Davis, are playing in L.A. Yeah. So it's not like he could just jump across the freeway and get to both.
Right.
Which game will Mark Davis be at, the game 1 of the WNBA Finals or week 1 of the NFL season?
He'll be week 1 of the NFL season.
I think he'll be here.
I got him being at the Aces game. Ooh. Support the ladies on their championship run.
I think he'll be here.
Game 1.
He said he doesn't know yet. He said it's like having what did he say? Like having. Oh, he's talking about.
I think he'll be here.
Yeah.
I think Baby Davis will be right here for the WNBA Finals. I do.
Will he be showing the bangs or will he have a hat on?
No, he'll be showing the bowl cut. He'll be showing the yarn cut. Call it the yarn cut.
The yarn cut.
So does anyone have him going to both games? Aces started noon. Raiders started 1:25. Could he get on his private jet and get to L.A. real quick?
Oh, sure he can.
And show up for the fourth quarter of that game?
He'll do that.
Get there probably like halftime. He can get there like halftime.
Yeah, he'll do that. He'll do that.
It's a 45-minute plane ride.
Yeah.
He can get there.
Now, I will say about the Connecticut Sun, that's a scrappy team.
They're really scrappy and they're really big, bro.
So
they're huge, bro.
So, don't be surprised, Aces fans, when you see this team in that game.
They're definitely big.
Yeah.
They are
Chicago
huge. Their front line is gigantic, bro.
Chicago choked that series, though.
Yeah.
Chicago was up by 9 with 4 minutes left in that final game 5. They looked a little cocky. They got a little cocky with that lead. They were cocky this whole series, to be honest. They won that game by 25, game 2 or 3 by 25. Connecticut comes back and beats them the next game and then beats them in game 5. I think Chicago got cocky, and I think you can tell they got cocky by the way Candace Parker just left the court.
Yeah.
After the game, the only teammate to leave the court, didn't talk to any of her teammates, didn't do the high fives and congratulate the other team. I lost a little bit of respect for her doing that.
Yeah,
she's supposed to be the face of the league, and she goes and does that.
Supposed to be the leader of that team. Right?
You overachieved last year and won the championship. Yeah. You're all over TNT. And now Chicago has 5 free agents. 5 of their top players are free agents. Or potential free agents.
She's retiring then. Yeah, she's gonna.
I think she might shut it down.
She's gonna shut it down.
Yeah,
because she got like you said, she got TNT.
She got other jobs going on.
She got other interests. So
for her to do that, being a like
she's good. She's good.
And the women's game is notable for the two teams. Congratulating each other after a game.
Of course.
And she just walked off.
She just walked off. Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah. Didn't even talk to her own teammates.
Right.
It's one thing when you don't talk to, but I don't know if she walked off blaming her teammates. Like, yo, but you don't do that.
No.
You don't do that.
Right. Agreed.
Especially if you want, you keep asking for support for this game. We can't see that.
Right.
Well, she don't.
Oh,
I don't know how much advocate she's been for, them getting more money because she's getting her money for sure.
She's getting paid everywhere.
Yeah. She's getting her money, so she's
getting paid.
She's probably making more at TNT than playing.
Probably so.
Yeah,
they probably giving.
She's not really an advocate for them. There's other people that have been advocates for. I haven't seen her say one word about it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And she don't really, like you said, like I said, she really don't need to. I'm getting paid. I'm good.
Yeah.
Right.
And then I'm retiring this year.
So guys, I'm on Ticketmaster right now while we on the phone. There are plenty of tickets left for this basketball game. A ton of them.
No, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to that post and see because it was on social media like on
$14.
Nice.
As low as $14.
$14.
It's so hard. Week 1 of the NFL means so much to me, though. That's difficult. That's difficult.
Yeah.
Like I want to support my squad. I'll have them on TV, but week 1 is like a holiday.
I mean, I'll watch some. I'll be channel flipping.
Yeah, but I can't be in the arena trying to watch NFL on my phone. I can't do it. If this was week 2, it'd be different. Yeah. But this is week 1. Like I miss football.
Yeah. But I'll be channel flipping. For sure.
You need to get 4 TVs on your wall, Bill.
4. I got the one I already need. I'll have one in the living. Maybe I'll do this. Have the one in the living room on, and then the one in my bedroom.
So you just run back and forth?
Yeah, just run back.
You just run back and forth. Get your steps in.
Okay.
Get your steps in.
That's what I do. Yeah.
Why not? Why not, man?
Yeah.
Get your steps in, brother.
Yeah, that's probably what I do.
I've never been to your spot, so I don't know how it's set up. But if it's set up where you could put a mirror up in your room for a reflection.
No, I can't do
that. Okay.
Yeah, I can't do that. I was trying to help you. I have to get up and walk to the next room. Yeah.
So you get 2, you get 2 mirrors, so it reflects off the reflection, and so then it's not backwards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I got to literally get up and get some exercise. That's fine.
That's
good.
right, man.
Yeah.
That's right, man. Get the body moving.
Yeah,
Man.
keep the blood flowing. Get the circulation going. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, time is up, guys. Hey, one more thing, NBA. Russell Westbrook said, or Ramona Shelburne said that he says that he'd be okay with being traded if he's traded.
Okay.
What do you guys think about him even saying that?
Yeah,
that sounds like Russ.
Begin.
That sounds like Russ.
That sounds like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sounds just like him. Let the trade talks begin.
So does that help? Because I think it does help with maybe a team looks at him like, oh, maybe he does still want to play basketball. Maybe he could still be an all-star.
Yeah.
I wish Indiana would give in. We'll give you Russell and a first-round pick, give his Buddy, and give his Miles.
Yeah.
Man, I'll be for that all day.
Yeah.
You know how much better that would make us?
I would not dispute that.
That would make us real good.
That with health would make us a championship contender.
Yeah.
And it would force Anthony Davis to actually play his natural position.
And you know what? If he didn't and got hurt, I like Miles Turner with LeBron and Buddy Hield
yeah, absolutely, no question.
And Kendrick Nunn, and they're saying Kendrick Nunn looks pretty good right now.
Yeah,
and healthy.
That remains to be seen. We got to see him
and healthy.
I want to see him first, but we can take the word of people that are there, but I still want to see him though.
Yep.
Yeah. So let the trade talks begin.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
And like I said, Russ, I don't think Russ really cares. He got his salary coming, and he just want to play basketball.
That's it. That's simple.
I think at this juncture in his career, he really not too up on winning a championship.
Yep. Absolutely, man.
Which is sad because
which is real
this point
sad.
in his career, he should that should be the only thing he's looking at now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but maybe he wants to go somewhere. I mean, Indiana, you can get 30 triple doubles in Indiana.
Oh yeah.
Oh sure.
Yeah.
Sure he could.
Yeah, that's what he does.
And you know what? Indiana would love him.
Mm-hmm.
He's the type of player they would love, and he's going to play 80 games.
They'd love him.
Yeah. Absolutely. He's a small market star.
Yeah.
Like they gobble him up. They love him.
Mm-hmm.
They love him.
Yeah.
Yep. He's thrived in the small market, man.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Let him do it. I agree.
Well, folks, another edition of Sports Talk Radio. Let the ball bounce. We had a good show today. Got a little football in. Enjoy your football Sunday tomorrow. I know I will. And go Aces.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. And if you're scared,
go that Charge.
Yeah.